Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take mathematics class. Dear students, I hope you all will cooperate. At first, I request you all to take out your math book. Okay. So let's start. For your time, you have already come to know that your syllabus of mathematics uh, here algebra exercise 2 and 3, and you know that exercise 3.5 normally for the previous years questions were not set in the board exam, but there is a possibility for your time, okay, to set up some questions or one creative question for an exercise 3.5. So it is important to do the maths from exercise 3.5. So I request you all to do exercise 3.5 properly along with 3.1, 3.2, even 3.3, 3.4. So let's start exercise 3.5 mathematics, subject code 109. Your Azim Bhuya sir did up to question number 25. Okay, so I am not going to do those maths, I mean up to 25. I will solve some maths starting from 26. Okay, let's read the question number 26. Okay, here the maths are related to simple profit and compound principle that you did in class 8. Okay, you did a lot of maths in class 8 and exercise 2.2. Now today we will do some harder maths. Question number 26, it is written that if the simple profit of taka 300 in 4 years and the simple profit of taka 400 in 5 years together are taka 148, then what is the percentage of profit? So I told you to take out book with you. Okay, it's my request to all of you to read the question at first. Okay, without reading the question, because this is the math of a statement, without reading the question it becomes very tough for a student to understand. So please read the question. Actually, in this question, you see we have to find percentage of profit. What is the value of R? Okay, and you know what is R? R means rate of profit. Okay, per taka. You have to mention it per taka. Okay. So actually, what we know? We know I is equal to P N R, right? Here P for principal, N for time, and R for rate of profit. Okay, and here I is profit, also called interest, but we will call it profit. I means interest, but we will call it profit. Okay, very good. In this math, we have two profits. The first one, that is I1. Here I1 equals to what? I1 is equal to what? You see, here principal varies, right? So P1 and N, it also varies, N1, but R is fixed. For both the cases, we see principal is different and time is different, but R is same. That is same rate of profit. Okay. For second case, we see I2 equals to P2 N2 R. Okay. This is the basic formula, that is I equals to PNR. From this formula, okay, I have written I1. Okay, for the first part, okay, the profit will be different from the second part. I1 equals to P1 N1 R. In the question it is written, for the first part it is written principal and time are different from the second part. Okay. Now, what is I? I is equal to I1 plus I2. Have you got me? I1 plus I2 equals to I. That's good. So we can write here I is equal to I1 means what? P1 N1 R. And I2 means what? P2 N2 R. Okay. Now, in this question you see I equals to what? In the book it is given I means the profits of first part and second part. It is given in total 148. In total it is given 148 taka. What is P1? You see in the question it is given P1 is as by 300 taka. 300, where time is given 4 years. It is 4 years and it is R. Plus, you see here P2. P2 is given, that is principal in the second part, is given as by 400. Write down 400. What is N2? N2 is given as by 5 years and this is R. Now let's calculate. You see this is 1200 R and this is 2000 R. That is 3200 R. We are getting 3200 R is equal to 148. Okay. So we have to find here the rate of profit. Okay. That means you see R equals to what? R is equal to 148 by 3200. This is the value of R. It is not the rate of profit but value of R. Okay. Now you see 148 by 3200 into what I am going to do. You see 100 into 1 by 100. You see this 100 and this 100 will be omitted. Okay. You again see this 100 and this 100 will be omitted and we will get the previous one. Okay. Now use the calculator. If we use the calculator, we will get 148 divided by 32, 4.625. We are getting 4.625. But you see this part's calculation is this and this is 1 by 100. Dear students, I think all of you know that. You write down, suppose we know what is 100%. 100% means 1. So what is 1%? 1% means 1 by 100. Okay, you see that there is 1 by 100. That means what? into 1%, into 1%. Okay, 1 by 100 means what? 1%. So we are getting 4.625%. So rate of profit is 4.625%. That is the answer. You can write down in another line. Therefore, the rate of profit is 4.625%. And this is the answer. In the answer, perhaps it is given 4% in the previous book it was, but the accurate answer is 4.625%. Okay. So if you fail to understand anywhere, you are required to write me in your comment box. Okay. Then let's go to the question number 27. Now I am going to do the math question number 27. It is also very easy and simple. Okay, read the question. If the difference of simple profit and compound profit of some principal in 2 years is taka 1 at the rate of profit 4%, then what is the principal? Okay, read the question. I mean, time is given as by 2 years, principal is not given, and rate of profit is given as by 4%. Okay, and the difference between the two profits, that is the simple profit and compound profit, its difference is given as by taka 1. So we have to find the amount, that is the principal. Okay, so let's do the question. Write down, let the principal P be taka X. Okay, so simple profit equals to what? What is the formula? The simple profit, what is the formula? I is equal to PNR, right? Very good. So what is P here? Here P is taka X. What is N? In this book, in this question, N means time is given as by 2 years. So into 2. What is R? R means what? Rate of profit. R means R by 100. Here R by, I'm sorry, here R is given as a 4%, so 4 by 100. Okay, now if we calculate, we'll get taka 0.0 0.008x. You calculate, you will get it. Now it is very easy and simple to find out the simple profit. Now if we are trying to find out the compound profit, write down, and compound profit, okay, what is the formula? P into 1 plus r to the power n. This is the compound principal, okay, minus principal, that is P. Then we will get only compound profit, okay. Now you put the value. What is P? Taka x. Here 1 plus r. R means what? R means 4%, that is 4 by 100. N means 2 years, minus P means Taka x. Okay, very easy and simple calculation. Then we can write down here Taka x. Here it is what? This is 1 plus 0.04 whole to the power 2 minus Taka x. Okay, then you calculate it, you will get Taka sorry, then we'll get 1.04 whole square is equal to Taka 1.0816x minus Taka x, which is equal to Taka, you subtract it and you will get it 0.0816x. Actually this is the compound profit, this part, and this is the simple profit. In the book it is written that the difference between compound profit and simple profit is Taka 1. So we can write down according to the question, this compound profit minus this simple profit, that is 0.0816x minus 0.08x is equal to 1. It is given in the question. Somewhere it may be given as by 2 or as by 4. Okay, so we can calculate it like this. 0.0016x is equal to 1, implies that x is equal to 1 by 0.0016. Now use the calculator, perhaps it will be 625. Okay, so what we let? P equals to Taka x. Therefore P is equal to Taka x. X means what? 625. I am not sure. Okay, let's calculate. 1 divided by 0.0016. Yes, 625. So this is the answer. The required principal is Taka 625. You are again requested by me to let me know if you fail to understand anywhere. It's really very easy for you because you did a lot of maths in class 8. Okay. Going to question number 28, important math. Question number 28. Some principal becomes taka 460 with simple profit in 3 years and taka 600 with simple profit in 5 years. What is the rate of profit? Okay. Actually, what we know, I am going to make understand profit principal, comma, A is equal to what? Principal plus profit, right? We all know it, right? So that means A is equal to P plus I. Please try to understand. Okay. That means A is equal to, what is I? I means PNR. Okay. So we are getting A is equal to P into 1 plus NR. Okay. Have you got it? Profit principal, so-called amount, or somewhere it is told as S is for sum. Anyway, profit and principal, A is equal to profit plus principal. Okay, very easy and simple. Now, A for amount, P for principal, profit I. The formula here has been applied. I equals to PNR. Now P can be taken common. Okay, P can be taken common. So we are getting 1 plus NR. In this question, we have two amounts. One is 460 and another one is 600. Have you seen? That means if I go for writing A1, A1 is equal to what? Here you see principal is fixed here. So A1 is equal to P 1 plus N1. R is also fixed. Have you got my point? This is the basic formula. First amount, P is fixed, R is fixed. What are the changes here? Here, A and N are the changes. You can see for the first part, A is given 460, and the second part, A is given as by 600. Okay. And for N, you see, for the first part, N is given 3, and for the second part, N is given as by 5. Okay. So we are getting amounts are changed as well as time is also changed. Okay. So for this I have written here A1 and N1 as P and R are fixed. Okay. Now A2 equals to what? A2, in the same way we can write A2 equals to 1 plus N2R. Okay. 1 plus N2R. Very good. Now if I go for writing A1 by A2 is equal to P into 1 plus N1R. Here also P into 1 plus N2R. Have you seen? I have just divided. Okay. Now you see PP will be omitted. Okay. Here PP will be omitted. Now what is A1? A1 is, as I told you, amount 1 is 460. Write down 460. What is A2? A2 is given in this question as by 600. Then you write down 1 plus N1. You see 1 plus, what is N1? N1 is 3 years, so 1 plus 3R, and for the second part N is, that is N2 is 5, so 1 plus 5R. Okay, now just multiply it. Here we can write down, if we go for cancelling, then we will get here 23, here it will be 30. That is, we can write down, implies that 23 by 30, okay, is equal to 1 plus 3R by 1 plus 5R. Okay, now you multiply. That means we are getting here 23 plus 115R is equal to 30 plus 90R. Now if we calculate, we will get 10 plus 15, 25R is equal to 30 minus 23, that is 7. Okay, that means R is equal to 7 by 25, but we have to find R percentage, that is rate of profit, R percentage. Okay, so from here we can also write down R is equal to 7 by 25. Okay, as I told you in the question number 26, what will we do? 7 by 25 into 100, right? Into 100, again into 1 by 100. As I told you, this 100 and this 100 will be omitted. Okay, as I told you in the question number 26. Okay, that means if I go for cancelling, then we will get 25 here 4, that is 28 percentage. This is 1 by 100, that is equal to 1 percentage. 1 percentage means 1 by 100, as I told you. So it is 28 percentage, and we have got our answer. Rate of profit is 28 percentage. Okay, too many students have written the sure answer is 28 percentage. Thank you very much. Okay. I am going to question number 29. Question number 29. How much money will become Taka 985 as profit principal in 13 years at the rate of simple profit 5% per annum, 5% per annum? Okay, so it is written something regarding profit principal. So like the previous math, we can start profit principal, write down profit principal comma A is equal to what? Principal plus profit, right? We know it, all of us know it. Okay, that means A equals to what? Principal plus profit I, that is A equals to what? P, I equals to PNR, that means A equals to what? P into 1 plus NR. Okay, in this question we have to find P, the value of P. Okay, very good. What is A in this question? In this question it is given A as by Taka 985. Okay, you write down just 985. 985. It is P 1 plus N. What is N? N is given 13 years. N is given 13 years. What is R? 5 percentage. 5 percentage means 1 by 100. Okay, I have put the value. that is A is given 985, P we have to find the value of P, that is we have to find the principal. 1 N means 13 years, R means rate of profit is given in this question as by 5%. 5% means 5 by 100. So we can calculate like this: 985 P, 5 13 is 65 plus 165, 165 by 100. That is the value of P is equal to 985 into 100 by 165. Use the calculator to find the principal. That is 985 into 100 divided by 165. Okay, that is 596.97 approximately. Okay, so we have got our required principal. Question number 29 and question number 30, actually there is no difference between these two maths. Okay, so all of you are required to practice question number 30, or if you want I can do, suppose this is question number 30. You see, now I am going to do question number 30. Okay, same math. Question number 30. Here it is A is given as by 1280. 1280 P, 1 plus N is given 12 years, and R is given as by 5%, that is 5 by 100. Okay, now you can calculate, that is 1280 is equal to P into 5 12 is 60 plus 100, 160 by 100. So P is equal to 1280 into 100 by 160. Sorry, 160 is equal to what? This is 0 will be omitted. It is 8 into 100, that is 800. Okay, very simple. It's not so hard as you think. Actually, you the students normally get frightened of seeing these maths, but not like that. Okay, it's really very easy and simple. Don't be afraid of seeing the maths. Question number 31, very easy and simple. Okay, in this question you have to find the simple profit and compound profit. After that you have to find the difference. Okay, so here everything is given. Simple profit I am not doing it in details. I equals to what? PNR. Okay, here P is given as by taka 8000. P is given as by taka 8000, and N is given 3 years. 3 years. R is given 5%. 5% means 5 by 1000. Can we calculate it? Equals to what? I'm sorry, 5 by 100. Extremely sorry for that. Okay, equals to what? Taka 1200. Okay, if we calculate we will get it. Then compound profit is equal to what? P into 1 plus R to the power n minus P. So very good, you put the value P means 8000, 1 plus R, R means 5 by 100, N is 3, minus P means taka 8000. Okay. Now calculate it. Taka 8000, 1 plus 0.05 minus taka 8000. Okay. That means taka 8000, 1.05 cube minus taka 8000. Use the calculator. Equals to what? Is equal to taka 1261. But you have to find the difference. Write down therefore the difference between the profits. Write down the difference between compound and simple profits. Compound and simple profits is equal to taka 1261 minus taka 1200, which is equal to taka 61. Okay. (3.5) question number 31. Let me check the answer. Okay, answer part is not given here. Anyway, I think all of you have calculated, right? And very easy and simple math. Go to question number 32, the most important math. Question number 32. Important math. Okay, all of you are required to read the question number 32. Dear students, you are being told by me again and again to read the question at first. 32 number question. Okay. The value added tax, that is called VAT, of sweets is X percentage. Okay, when you go to buy something in a shopping mall, then we are bound, or you are bound to pay tax, that is called VAT. Okay, a trader sells sweets at taka P including VAT. How much VAT is he to pay? You have to find VAT. Actually, what is given? Given, write down, given selling price including VAT is equal to taka P. It is given. Selling price including VAT is given. Let VAT be taka V. Okay, very good. So if we write down, therefore the selling price excluding VAT equals to what? Please try to understand. Suppose selling price is taka 100, VAT is taka 15, total 115. Okay, this is P, which is equal to taka 115, and this is VAT, this is V, So what will be, now let me know what will be the selling price. This 100 is only selling price, that is excluding VAT. So we are going to find out this selling price, that means P minus V. Please try to understand. P minus V. Okay? Okay. Now, according to the question, it is given in the book, according to the question, that VAT is equal to X percentage of taka. Actually, we pay VAT on this amount only. We pay VAT on this amount. Selling price excluding VAT. When we pay VAT, then our amount becomes this. Before paying VAT, our amount would be this. Before paying VAT. So VAT is equal to, it is given the rate is X percentage. So VAT, this math is very, very important. Please try to understand. VAT is equal to what? In the question it is given X percentage. So X percentage of what? Before paying. Okay. That is on the selling price excluding VAT. So X percentage of taka, P minus V. This is VAT. That means V is equal to X percentage means what? X by 100 into P minus V. Okay. From here we can write down 100V. 100V is equal to Px minus Vx. Okay. 100V is equal to Px minus Vx. Dear students, we will not forget that you have to find the value of V, that is VAT. So we can write down 100V plus Vx is equal to Px. Now we can take V common. 100 plus X is equal to Px. So V is equal to Px by 100 plus X. We have got our answer. Okay, this is the formula. Dear students, this is the formula to find out the VAT. Okay, answer. Again, in this question, it is also told that if X equals to 15 and P equals to 2300, then you have to find the amount of VAT. This is the formula to find out the VAT. But now we are going to find out the amount of the VAT where P is 2300 and X is 15%. Implies that P is equal to what? 2300 and X is given as by 15. 100 plus 15. Use the calculator. 2300 into 15 by 115. 2300 into 15 divided by 1 on 5, only 300. That is 300. So amount of VAT is here in this question, taka 300. For your kind information, okay, this math is very important because we can use this math in our real life when we normally buy something or sell something. Okay, then actually this formula you can use this formula. Okay, now you have some creative questions, question number 33, 34 and 35. Okay, 33 you did a lot of I mean, too many times you did question number 33, 34, 35, okay, are of the same maths. You practice this exercise properly, including some examples. But I can do some maths if you want. Okay, some students have told me to do some maths regarding VAT. Okay, I am going to do a math, dear students. Very easy and simple math. That is question number 16. Okay, very easy and simple math. Okay, that you can't imagine. Question number 16. Very easy and simple math. Okay. Uh, Mita can do a work in 10 days and Rita can do that work in 15 days. Okay. In how many days will they together complete the work? Very good. Let, write down, let the required time be D days. Okay. I'll do this math in another way so that you can easily get it. Anyway, you see, you draw a table like this. Write down person. Okay. It is here Mita, Mita and Rita. Number of days. Okay. They can do the work. They can do the work. Actually, Mita needs 10 days. So here it is 10 and Rita needs 15 days. So here it is 15. That means Mita needs 10 days to do the work. Rita needs 15 days to do the work. Part of work they can do in one day. So Mita can do the work in 10 days. So in one day she can do 1 by 10 part of the work. Similarly, in one day Rita can do 1 by 15 part of the work. Similarly, you can write down part of work they can do in D days. D days. In one day, Mita can do 1 by 10 part of the work. So in D days, Mita can do D by 10 part of the work. Similarly, in one day, Rita can do 1 by 15 part of the work. So in D days, Rita can do D by 15 part of the work. Okay, is it very, I mean there are about 5 to 6 maths in this book, and those can be done, or all those math can be done in this way. It is very easy and simple. If you can get this format, okay, then it is very easy for any student. According to the question, you see, according to the question, this part and this part will be total 1. 1 means full work. So d by 10 plus d by 15 is equal to 1. Okay, so we can get the LCM. Here it is 30, so 10, it is 3d, it is 2d is equal to 1. So 5d is equal to 30, so value of d equals to 6. So answer is 6 days. That is, if Mita and Nita both start together to do the work, they will need only 6 days to complete whole the work. Okay, so another math also is there. Okay, question number 14, the most important math. I'll try my level best to take another class on this exercise. Okay, no more today. Thank you very much for joining me. Best of luck. Assalamu alaikum to everybody.